morning light creeps slow across the floor. Trace your lines on the jacket hanging by the door. I watch the way you breathe when you're still fast asleep. A silent promise that I know I'm gonna keep. It wasn't always easy, the world is loud and cold, with stories of a different kind that we were always told. But then I saw your eyes, and then I felt your hand, and suddenly I had a place where I could finally stand. We built this house of cards in a valley made of stone, and say we realized that we were never quite alone. There's a rhythm in the kitchen, a hum against the glass, watching all the shadows and the heavy winter skies. I used to hide the colors that I carried in my chest, putting every heartbeat and every word to the test. But you pulled back the curtain, you let the silver in. You showed me where the ending stops and where we both begin. And it's the way you look at me across the crowded room, like a sudden burst of heather or a dozen rose in bloom. No more hiding in the corners, no more walking in the shade, just the steady, honest beauty of the life that we have made. Two spirits in the current, two shadows on the wall, learning how to fly instead of waiting for the fall. It's a quiet kind of brave, it's a simple kind of true, just the gravity that pulls me every second back to you. We walked along the river where the city starts to fade, counting up the choices and the bargains that we made. You told me about the boy who used to stare up at the stars, wondering if the universe could heal a few old scars. I told you about the silence that I wore just like a shield, waiting for a version of the truth to be revealed. We're just two men with histories, with maps upon our skin, finding all the cases where the light is leaking in. The coffee's getting colder while we talk about the years, washing out the bitterness and drying up the fears. It's the grace of shared umbrellas in a sudden heavy rain. It's the way you know my silence and you recognize my pain. There are no grand processions, no trumpets in the street, just the sound of weary boots and the shuffle of our feet. But there's a power in a good night, a magic in this day that gives me all the courage just to face another day. And it's the way you look at me across the crowded room, like a sudden burst of heaven or a desert rose in bloom. No more hiding in the corners, no more walking in the shade, just a steady, honest beauty of the lights but we have made.